every week. Our friends at Kuby Renewable Energy, Western Canada's biggest solar installer, present Positive Reflections. It's a great way for us to focus on the things that are restoring our faith in humanity, quite frankly, filling our bucket, so to speak, the random acts of kindness, the people paying it forward. Well, this is an amazing story. Williamsville, New York, in particular, a tour group out of South Korea was on its way to beautiful Niagara Falls when it became stuck. The van got wedged into a snowbank outside a home in Williamsville, New York, where Alexander Campagna and his wife, Andrea, happen to live. A dentist and a nurse practitioner, for what it's worth. And so here's the deal. They were waiting this blizzard out themselves, John, obviously walloped by snowfall. A lot of the roads were closed. Everything was shut down, and so they had stocked their fridge, and they were planning for a quiet holiday weekend indoors. We're talking like the night before Christmas Eve, okay? So it's Friday at 2 p.m. The storm is swirling. Snow's piling up. Nobody's moving on the roads, and there's a knock on the door. And it's these tourists from South Korea. They're asking for shovels. They got to dig their passenger van out of a ditch. But the Campagnas basically said, nah, like, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
Come on in.
So check this out. They take in the entire group of people, 9 tourists from South Korea. They take them in for the entire weekend. How great was this? And so they start cooking meals together. They say that as Buffalonians, this was a no-brainer. I didn't know what you call people from Buffalo.
Is that it?
Buffalonians. They said they were proud Buffalonians. They filled their 3-bedroom house. They had sleeping bags and air mattresses out. Their guest bedroom was full. Keep in mind, like, they had no idea who these people were, right?
Yeah.
There were parents with their daughter. There was a college student. There are friends, a lot of them great English speakers. So they said that, like, the conversation around the dinner table was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. They spent the weekend swapping stories. Of course, they watched a Buffalo Bills game, the Bills beating the Chicago Bears Christmas Eve. How great was that? And then the guests decided to do a traditional Korean home-cooked meal. And so they had, like, spicy stir-fried pork and dak dory tang and a chicken stew and just wonderful stuff. And it turns out that the Campagnas are big fans of Korean cuisine. So they had, and see, this is why you can never throw out your hot sauce. They had Korean red pepper paste already there. You know why I had to get to this story, right? They had mirin and soy sauce and sesame oil and chili flakes, and they had kimchi already in the house in a rice cooker, and it just all worked out perfectly. This was like manifested. This was absolutely amazing. One of their guests, Mr. Choi, told the New York Times, quote, "It was kind of like fate." He said, "These were the kindest people I ever met. A fully stocked Korean kitchen and unhesitating hospitality." He said, "We destroyed so much food." The Campagnas, for their part, said that the unexpected guests were a total delight and the best Christmas gift that they can remember. A unique blessing. And get this, they've planned a visit to South Korea. They're going to go visit their new friends who intend to return the hospitality. Absolutely love this story. You can read it in its entirety on the New York Times website, nytimes.com. And, of course, don't forget, you can get your free solar quote today by visiting kubyenergy.ca.